Batman. I'll never stop looking over my shoulder for you.